Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for mid-November, mid-December 2020. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as always. Those intuitively guided to the reading. Those in love with the Cancer. I just think whatever, however you showed up here is the reason you're meant to. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to start with our major arcana, our no name. I don't know the name of them, unfortunately. And honestly, I think I split the deck up myself, so a lot of people ask me what's the name and why is the deck so small? Because it is only major arcanas. Okay, so we're going to take one card for love. We're going to take one for money or career, and then we're just going to take one for our life, and then we'll add 3 cards each of the Universal Tarot. So let's go ahead. Love. Career, money. This whole spread will end up reading together, but this way we get a little bit of each in the beginning. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, life, we'll see. One shuffle. Okay. The neighbor's dog out there barking. Might have to shut my window. And we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords coming out together. Interestingly, we have the 9 of Pentacles right above that. That's about usually self-employment. It's the energy of potential real success. And then, hello, it comes down to the 9 of Pentacles. Looks like someone's trying to steal some of your thunder type of energy. Let me shut my window real quick. Okay. So anyways, I don't know. It looks a little bit like someone's trying to steal your thunder. We'll see. Let's go ahead and begin. We have the Magician. Beautiful. This is your energy. This is, let me set the bottom of the deck real quick. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Reason why I just realized that is because if I look at the Magician, he's looking right over in that direction. So I kind of feel like I forgot. Knight of Pentacles, great energy to have. This is about something that's coming into your physical world. Something that's tangible, can be a person, can be success within a career. I just want to say again, the energy that's bringing that in is partly you, right? The Magician. And I like that the wheel was right above that because it feels the energy of destiny. What's standing out before I turn anything else around is the 8 of Cups in the middle of the spread. This talks about a period of time where I can do one or two things. I can sit within my emotional pain, or if it's, if there's anything within it I need to learn, then I'm going to do that, right? This is about the self and your emotional house. And I like how it goes from the 8 to the 9. So I feel like it's clearing of, past pain, that type of thing. it's a process. You know, you have to be willing to go in it, but I feel like if you are, it's almost like guaranteeing you success. And then if I follow the line, it brings you to the energy of the Ten of Pentacles, which really is quite a beautiful, steady, abundant type household. So let's unveil the rest of the cards. We have the Seven of Wands over here with the Seven of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, Seven of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords, which is good. In your career sector, we have the Four of Swords that we haven't turned over yet. Goes from the 4 to the 8. So, first of all, right there is the healing of the emotional house. Why? Perhaps some of you are starting to feel intuitively inclined towards something, and carrying the heaviness. It doesn't mean the scars are gone, right? But the wound has healed up. The scar may remain, but maybe I can use that scar to to my benefit. And I don't mean that in a like, you know, I just mean in a way that will help me grow in the future. Maybe even help me eliminate some of that pain, more pain from the same element. So let's keep going. We have the Devil in your love life, card of Capricorn. We have the Strength card. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is exactly where I think Cancer had it. Or no, I'm sorry, your Cancer, where Pisces had it. And we have the Two of Wands. Looking out into the future. You know what I have to say? I feel like some of you are overcoming someone, someone well, it's in love, so it's someone that perhaps you felt tied to. To me, the Devil is about learning how to live with both my shadow and my light, right? It's not about eliminating, so to speak. Well, it depends what it is, what I'm tied to. But it is the energy to me about being tied to something, and needing, what do I want to learn there that I'm really not, right? I'm really not. Maybe my human mind thinks I am. So, and I'm saying it because we have the Strength card next, and we have the Four of Swords right underneath that. So, right away it tells me that someone, that may be why I'm seeing this Ten of Pentacles and then the Seven of Swords over, almost like someone's stealing one of those pentacles. But you know what? In the long run, what I feel like, even if I'm in the pain of it, in the long run, because I do feel like I'm this may be the end of that relationship, if I allow it to, and it may be just in my heart, because it's like they can steal a pentacle from you, but they can't steal your success. They can't steal your creativity and what you can do and all you can be. This energy is about really becoming independent, and perhaps it wasn't easy to get to this point, or it may not be the easiest road to get to this point, but ultimately it is the energy of success. It is the energy of your guardian angel, and so is the Knight of Pentacles. So you have double that energy. It's also the energy of Virgo. So many of you, I feel, it may be within your own business, and maybe, I get this all the time, but I do it. I mean, it makes total sense. Maybe some of these lessons then I'm using, for my, to build my own success. Some of you may just be beginning with the 2 right above that 9. You may just begin. It may just be an epiphany in your mind, in your head. I feel like if someone that you loved had told you that you could not do something, that you didn't have the capability, you don't have creativity, that type of thing. And it can be anyone back to your childhood. I feel like you have to learn, because this journey, your love life journey, seems to me that what you're learning in this stage is who you are. Um, authentically and what you bring to the table. And, not everybody's going to see it, right? But if you know it within yourself. And I feel like, you know, some of you are leaving a relationship, but ultimately, I feel like where you're heading, if you allow yourself, is success within your money, your creativity, that type of thing. Really feeling strong within your independence. Even if you're in a relationship, you want to feel, strong within yourself. So even though someone may have stole this pentacle, it really does not affect you. I mean, it may affect you at the time, but I don't feel like it will affect you going forward. It's going to be up to you and the magician, right? So let's let's do the Cosmic Tarot. Just saw that Ten of Swords. Let's get rid of that. Let's give it one more. Now we have the energy of success. It's funny, we had the Ten of Swords, which is a very heavy energy, and it's what other people, I feel like Ten of Swords is other people's words to me and what it does to me, um, whether knowingly or not. And maybe I do need to go into my emotional house to see, it's how is this affecting me? How have I let love or this person affect me when it relates to my own stability? Interesting, I chose that way. All right, which way do we want? Let's start down here at the Magician. I feel like if anybody's coming here for a yes or no, the Ace of Swords represents yes to me. So I don't know, that may be all you needed. But let's see. All right, Magician. Look at that. So there is the connection between the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. There is the pentacle that the Knight is bringing in. That Knight is a slow-moving Knight, but it's a Knight that I can count on. You know what I mean? Like, that this Ace of Pentacles will reach you right when it's meant to reach you. But I love how it's connecting the Knight and the Magician together, which is you. So you can see your part in creating this also. It may be believing in yourself. Okay, we'll take you off. Look at that. Believing in yourself, right? There's a High Priestess. Some of you, this is about a spiritually based business. And, I feel like this is the green light. I feel like this is a green light for a lot of you. I feel like also for some of you who find yourself in a lot of battles, it's like pick your battles. What's important, what's not. Am I getting into battles because of my past? Things that have hurt me in the past that maybe I still carry. We haven't reached the Eight of Cups yet. So, you know, we have the Eight of Wands. Look at that, coming over the Eight of Cups and then the Ace of Swords. A very fast movement. I clear that emotional cup. I put those cups back up and I get moving. I get moving into all that I am and all that I create. The Eight of Wands is also, to me, what I think about, I bring about. So, looking back at the High Priestess, which is really your intuition, and then look at this, the Hermit. Some of you definitely are with the Virgo. But the Virgo also, when I felt like this is also about spiritually based businesses, maybe some of you, again, it's just the thought, it's just the idea, it's the plan, and now it feels like the resources and then really putting it into action. I can tell you right now that if I did not clear this emotional house first and give myself the opportunity to heal, it's going to come back again, I feel. So I feel like, I like take the time to do that. And really, it's about, that's how you can clear the energy. You know what I mean? I feel like even if I want someone back in love, but, maybe at this moment, for whatever reason, it can't happen. It's the same. Well, keep moving, right? Keep moving towards your own abundance. And we had the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we have a Virgo, maybe a double Virgo, and fire. Fire. But this King of Wands is coming over the Seven of Swords, so chances are he's the one that took that pentacle. um, I just have to say, I feel like for those who've lost this pentacle or this pentacle was taken from you, I feel ultimately it will have no effect in your future down the road. Matter of fact, I feel like what it does is it really changes it's like this person will come back and see you successful without them, and they're going to feel it. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be like, wow, seeing how they limited you for, maybe not for all of you, but for a few of you. I feel like this person's like, starts to see your success, and I don't feel like it makes them feel good, but I do feel like in a way it does make them see how perhaps they held you back. They didn't, they didn't believe in you like you believed in you. Um, and maybe this idea never happened until after they took this pentacle, and that's okay too, right? It's whenever it happens. Here it is. Here is that missing pentacle. I just realized that. So, it's like, go ahead and keep that pentacle over there, right? Ten of Swords. Alright, we have the Princess of Wands coming over the Wheel of Fortune. So, our Princess of Wands is a go-getter. She's a chance taker. I feel like some of you, maybe you're a little unsure, and I'm only saying that because I see the Ten of Swords coming over the Four of Swords. So, what needs healing? What do I need to look at so I can overcome? Not just my emotional house, but also my thinking process, my thoughts. Knowing that not all my thoughts are true. Some thoughts are true, some are I'm making up, some are beliefs of others about me, which who really cares anymore, right? Because you just don't need them. So that's what you're healing. And I feel like if you are like, yep, that's what I'm going to do, then I feel like movement happens very quickly for you. It's almost like you don't have to be healed, so to speak. You just have to be seeking to be healed, and things start moving quickly. Maybe things are somewhat illuminated. Watch the sun come out. Somewhat illuminated for you. Anyways, this Ten of Swords is not in your future. It's of your past. I want you to know that. It's of your past. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune coming now over this Eight of Cups. And I already knew it was fast-moving energy because the Eight of Wands is down here. For some of you, I feel like, how did you come up with what moved you into, let's say, your own business, and thinking, I can do it now? It was the clearing of your emotional house. There's no doubt in my mind, because as soon as I do that, I move into a very destined time in my life, where what's happening. This is a time period where you're being appreciated to what you can bring to the table, your uniqueness. I feel like you're just cutting out those things that hold you down. And I like that. The 9 and the 9, just realized that. 99, maybe 1999. We have the Two of Swords, and we have the King of Swords. Kind of came, like, I don't know if I want to come reverse or if I want to come in the upright. excuse me, interesting. I'm the King of Swords and the King of Wands. And, this Two Swords is connected to the King of Swords, but also the Nine of Pentacles. So building through my creativity, right? Building my business, building my pentacles, starting to root myself. And I feel like this king may come in for some and maybe throw you for a little bit for a loop, because I feel like you're kind of getting lost now. And I do feel like I'm fast forwarding, but I feel like you're getting lost now within what you're doing. And I mean that in a good way. So perhaps I'm not thinking about someone like I used to. All right, well, let's take a card between these two kings. Let's see a little bit more about that. Look at that, Seven of Swords again. Again. The Hermit's looking towards the Seven of Swords. So I feel like what it's talking about is as you move along this journey and as you find your own strength, what does that do to you? I feel like what it does is it really makes you realize, listen, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need a person in my life. I can eat right now, that type of energy, where you're just thinking about building, you're being creative and you're being successful. So I feel like the Hermit energy is looking forward. So I feel like if this King of Swords is coming forward, I feel like if anybody comes forward after you've cleared this energy, I feel like this is the energy of no one can really pull the wool over your eyes type of energy. So if any untrustworthy energy comes in towards you, I feel like you have had that spiritual almost cleansing, and I just feel like you're too powerful at this point. All right, let's keep going. That's interesting. We have the Princess of Swords. We have the Three of Wands coming over the death card, coming over the Strength card. First of all, I feel like this Princess of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, can be air and a Capricorn. But I feel like she's also about learning how to use her sword, and that's my voice. Learning how to use my sword to cut the strings to attachments that no longer serve me, that type of thing. Because then you move into Three of Wands after a healing process, a healing time, and what does that do? It changes your perspective. It changes your outlook. It's when you start to feel like all is possible instead of, woe is me type of thing. You're starting to really move into your energy. The 332 just stood out for me. Some of you, I mean, really, you were learning how to use your voice in your love life, but I have to say, I feel like even that carries over into your work sector. So I kind of love that. It's like kind of like now I get it, and now looking another way. Okay, let's see what's next. I have the Five of Wands, but it's in reverse. And we have the Seven of Cups. My gosh, what that tells me is truly someone who, I'm just going to say you invested your heart in. It does certainly feel like they kept you somewhat in an energy where, I don't know, like you just couldn't feel your own gifts. You couldn't see your pentacles coming in because it kept you in kind of like an emotional nature. I don't feel like, I feel like the Five of Wands in reverse, you're not like-minded. This is probably not, I don't think it's a soulmate. It can be karmic, which means lesson, right? Opportunity to learn something valuable that will evolve my soul. And ultimately, that's what I'm here for. So, the cutting of this certain energy, I feel like really does you good. And maybe you don't know it until you're there. Um, but man, I feel like, because here I feel like I don't have the confidence to make a decision. And maybe it's about myself. I don't have the confidence within myself to make a decision. But then here you are making that decision. Here you are standing strong. So I do feel like it's because I cut out this energy, I get to cut out that energy also. I'm sure it's a process. It may not be immediate. Some of you maybe. But as we're doing the reading, you may be like, okay, I get it. Look at that with the death card. So we're going to eliminate what's back this way. And we're going to start moving into the Two of Wands energy. This says don't resist the ending. There's no need to resist the ending because where you're going is so much better than where you were. So don't resist it, right? Don't resist the ending, period. For some of you, it could be Scorpio too. That is Scorpio's card. But I feel like this is just saying don't resist endings, especially because I feel like, am I thinking this person's a soulmate? Not right now, I'm not. No, because if I really look at this person, I can see that we're really not alike. We're just not. And my unique nature doesn't get to stand out in this relationship. So that's just not good for you, right? It's not worth it. Seven of Cups is Cancer's energy also. But the death card clearly is saying that, because I feel like what's this person do? It gives me a lack of self-confidence. But this is just, it's like a veil. It's not the truth. Like, things that you think sometimes aren't the truth. Um, they are self-belief. It's almost like taught self-belief. And again, that can be from your whole life. It's any energy you don't clear away. And also understanding that sometimes people say these terrible things to you, or had, but it's not based in anything other than their own imagination, their own thought process, right? Which doesn't feel truth. So, but still, I can carry that. And some of you have been. And this is saying, let's just get rid of it because where you're going, you don't need it. If it's, can someone come back and be like, baby, I want you back? Sure, they can. Can someone have, because I do feel like this King of Wands does have that realization like, wow, look at her go. And then the realization of, almost like she's doing better without me than she did with me. So what did I bring to the table, right? What did I bring to the table for her? And maybe I didn't see her in the light that I should have. Can that happen? Absolutely. And I feel like those are someone's words. Those will be someone's words. But I have to tell you, maybe you want that person back, but I wouldn't know why. Because I feel like you have the energy of true success, but independently from you, created from you. So, I don't know. I love that the magician is looking at this Ace of Pentacles and the Knight. Oh my gosh, I picked up the next card, which is the Star card. Look at that. So, what's part of this pentacle? Well, it's part of your own dream, part of your own hope, your wishes, um, and a physical, coming into your physical world. I really want you to know that. And this is energy you can trust. It is of your own making. The magician, it is of your own making, right? And a magician. pulls out the Ace of Wands, like pulls it out of his hat. There it is. So, I don't know. I just feel like Cancer, I feel like you're moving into a very strong period in your life if you allow yourself, where you get some real emotional and mental clarity. And I feel like, and you run with this pentacle, I feel like nothing can stop you. You know, we have two wheels here, so this is a very destined time. However, destiny's calling for, before I can open the door of destiny, the next destined path, I need to close out that one, right? I can't leave both doors open. I got to close that door so this door can open. So, if you're trying to make decisions, don't let it come from your head, so to speak. I mean, logical, yes. You got a lot of logical thinking down here, but also it's saying this is about take a chance in yourself. Princess of Wands takes a chance, right? Spins that wheel, where it stops, doesn't matter. She's going to go, right? I'm going to try. I'm going to go. Perhaps this Ace of Pentacles is the catalyst that helps her now make this move, but ultimately, if we look at the end, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Anything that was taken from that Ten of Pentacles is returned to you, but bigger and better than it ever was. So I'm good. I think I should just leave it there, because I feel like from this point, it becomes personal choice. Do I want to do this? High Priestess touching over the Magician. This is, and the Wheel. This is really a time to believe in yourself and to learn the power of your own ability to manifest. Um, yeah. So I feel like it could only come through the reflection of one's own life path. That's the Hermit to me. But ultimately, guys, you have true success. You have destined paths wanting to open. A few doors that want to close. And I feel like, and then let's go. Time to go. Time to move. So I'm going to leave it there. As always, thank you guys so much for everything you do for me through your comments, your likes, your subscribes, your donations, all of that. I am so, so grateful. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. Um, it's going to be different this year, but it'll get back to normal, right? So we just got to hang in there. So, guys, have a good holiday, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.